All right, I wish I had all night with. This is Vernice Fly Girl Armour. How'd you come up with that name?
Which part? The armor, my parents gave it to me. I like to say there's destiny in the name, right?
No kidding.
Absolutely. And the Fly Girl, I had a patch on that said Fly Girl, and people just started identifying me as Fly Girl, and it stuck. So, and honestly, people aren't going to remember Vernice Armour. They remember Fly Girl or the black chick in the flight suit. And our young folks, all jokes aside, when they see the tangibility of the possibility, they're not going to remember my name, but they're going to remember what they saw and how they felt. And it's going to create possibilities for their future.
Well, for our viewers out there who want to know, who you are and what you do, because I don't know where to begin. You have such an extensive background. Can you introduce yourself?
Absolutely. Vernice Fly Girl Armour. And basically, I went from being a police officer to a combat pilot in about 3 years. And after 2 tours in Iraq, when I came back, and honestly, to my surprise, I'd become America's first African-American female combat pilot, even in, 2003. What I discovered was people, they want to do the breakthroughs. They want to create the breakthroughs. Many just don't know how. Right. So in writing my book, Zero to Breakthrough, and going around and speaking and working with folks, I help them work on the process, the 7-step battle-tested method to accomplishing their goals, creating the breakthroughs in their life.
I passed the test the next week with flying colors, but I didn't pass it the first time when it counted, when I knew everyone was watching. And that was tough to take, because I held myself accountable, because I was setting the standard for so many people to follow my footsteps. I got to that tactics test. I said, if I'd only passed that tactics test, I'd have been that instructor. I'd have been that test pilot. I would be back in Iraq right now as an instructor with the rest of my squadron. And I thought about it for a moment, and I said, wait a minute. I would have been back in Iraq right now with the rest of my squadron. I wouldn't have been here to go to conferences and see people speaking on the stage and say, oh wow, they get paid for that. And discover my new passion and what I wanted to step into in my new uniform when I got out of the military as an entrepreneur and a businesswoman. I wouldn't have been here over the last year to build and cultivate the relationships that I had that would help me be successful as a businesswoman when I stepped out on my own. I wouldn't have been here when my dad was diagnosed with terminal bone cancer and been able to visit him over 6 times in 1 year.
So tell me about your affiliation with CEO Space with all of that.
CEO Space was a huge breakthrough for me, and I really tried to put it off. I said, I'm too busy. I ended up meeting Bernie Dorman coming in December, and it completely changed the trajectory of my business, without a doubt. The relationships that I made, the information that I learned, the help, the support network, anything you can imagine that you need for your business, you can find here at CEO Space. If you have a business or an adventure or an invention, a product you want to take to market, if you're not in CEO Space, you're doing a disservice to yourself. That's as plain as I can say it.
I really got the picture of the battle scene. It's like you were like on it, so that was cool. You were there.
Thank you. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna be a writer and an actor.
And how are you gonna make it happen?
I'm gonna make it happen by with my writing. I'm entering lots of contests. I have 3 books published right now, self-published. Yeah, I posted the first one was 13.
I wish I could just hang out with you and just talk to you all night. I know that you've got things to do here, so I'd like to...
Just hanging out with you? That's all I have to do.
Oh, yeah,
Come on now.
right. So there's so many aspects to success, and you talk about failures to being successful, but you wouldn't take away any of those failures because you wouldn't be where you are today. So speak to the people out there who are experiencing hardships, that self-doubt in their head going, I'm a girl, I'm all this, all the other stuff that we have in our head. What do you want to say to them?
And I get that question a lot, whether it's on Twitter or Facebook or on the blog. People are saying, how do you overcome the challenges? And if there's one thing that I really want folks to know and concentrate on, is a breakthrough mentality creates a breakthrough life. What does that mean? Get a little duct tape and fishing line, you can save the world, right? The MacGyver mentality, breakthrough mentality.
I love that show, MacGyver.
I know, that was awesome, right?
Yeah, right.
And I also like to say, break through your reality with a breakthrough mentality. Opportunities don't go away, other people take advantage of them. So are you putting yourself in a position to take advantage of the opportunities that are coming your way? Are you ready? Are you setting yourself up, positioning yourself to be able to take advantage of the opportunities that are coming? Only two ways to succeed: the first time or again.
I loved it. I love it. I also love how you said you make your own breaks.
Absolutely.
Love it.
You got to make your own break. You can't wait for breaks to just magically appear. Make your own break.
Well, thank you so much for coming out, and thank you for being who you are and what you do. You are an outstanding role model, and congratulations on your book. Continued success to you.
Thank you.